Let us see how we can work with JSON data in Python. As you can see, I have a blank file and the name of the file is myjson.py, and I also have a JSON data, and this is this file data.json. And as you can see that this is a very simple JSON file. I simply have 4 fields and I have a couple of values. So let us see how we can work with this JSON data inside our Python program. So let me collapse my sidebar. The first thing that I would want to do is I simply want to import the package of JSON. So I can say that I just want to import my JSON package. And here what we can do is we can first open the file, and after we have the file opened, then we can convert the contents from JSON to a regular Python object, and then we can print them out. So let us see how we can do all of these things. So the first thing is we can open the file by just saying that with open, and the name of the file is data.json as f. So here is where we are opening the file, and on the next line I would simply like to read the contents of the file and convert the file from JSON to your regular Python object. So here let me create a new variable called as data, and I can say that from my package of JSON I simply want to use the function called as load, and I simply want to load all of the contents from the file which is f. Now let me simply print out the variable of data. So let me just save the file and let me just run the file. So here it is. We get a regular Python object. That means this is just your regular dictionary. So here we can see that we have all of the keys and we have the values. Let me open up the JSON file one more time. So here we can see that all of the keys and values have been converted to a regular Python dictionary, and you can also see that this value of true has been converted to a Python boolean value, which you can see that we have a capital T instead of the lowercase t. So let us go back to our program and let us try to change a couple of values inside our dictionary. So let me collapse my sidebar, my terminal, and let us go back. Here what I can do is, let me open up the terminal. Here what I can do is I can change the product name, and let us change the price as well. So as you would do with your regular Python dictionary, let me just copy this. I can say that my data, we don't have the data variable, so let me just create one variable on the top. Here I can say that my data would be a dictionary, and let us also give some types to this one. So this would be my dictionary, and all of the keys in our case they're all strings, and since the values are different data types, so here I can say that the values could be of the type of any. Also make sure that you import any from the typing package. Now here we can reassign the values. So here I can say that for my data, for my key of product name, I want to change to say Air Jordans, and let us change one more key. So let us change the price. So here I can say that I want to change the current price to a new value. Suppose the Jordans are for $899. Let us simply try to print out our data as it is. So let me just save it and let me try to run the file. So here you can see that this is our updated data. The product name now is Air Jordans and the price is now $899. Now let us see how we can convert this data to JSON. So let me create a new variable called as toJSON, and the way to create a JSON from a regular Python object is by using a function called as dumps. So from my package of JSON, I want to use the function of dumps, and I simply want to pass my data to it. So here we have a JSON which is in the format of a string. So here I can say the type to be a string. On the next line, we can simply try to print out our variable to JSON. Now I don't need this one. Let me take this one out. Let me save the file and let me try to run the file. So here it is. We have our data as JSON. Also you can notice that we have a lowercase t, and that means this is not the regular Python boolean object, but rather this is in JSON format. Next, let us see how we can write this JSON to a file. So let us create a new file by using the with syntax. So I can say with open, and let me name the file as product.json, and the mode has to be write mode, and I can say that I want to open this file as f, and here I can say that I want to simply write, and the thing that I want to write is my variable of toJSON. And let us print out a nice message saying that successfully created product.json. So let me save the file, and before I run the file, let me open up my sidebar. So as you can see, we don't have a file called as product.json, but as soon as we run this file, you can see that Python will create a new file right over here. Let us run this file. So we have the message saying that successfully created product.json, and on the sidebar you can see that we have a new file called as product.json. Let me open up this file, and here you can see that we have a new JSON, and the product name is Air Jordans and the price is $8.99. Well, that's it for this video, and I will catch you in the next one.